What is up, guys? Winner Kills here. Welcome back to a brand new deck profile today. So I know in the past I did a deck profile for Photon Galaxy, but it was a build that you couldn't really play if you didn't have proxies. You can't play it in the TCG yet, but this is a TCG legal build, a build that you can play absolutely 100% right now at any tournament, using all the cards that we have available, including some of the new cards that have come out recently in the Cybernetic Horizon, mainly just this guy, as well as number 90, which came out in the Battles of Legends set. So, yeah, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get right into the deck profile here. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get started with the monsters. As per usual, we have 3 copies of Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. And now, like I did last time, I'm going to try to do sort of an in-depth profile to sort of explain some things to those who might be new to Photons. So basically, this is your main boss monster. You're going to use him pretty much to get most of your plays started. This deck mainly revolves around having level 8s on the board, or monsters that can turn into level 8s, or just light monsters in general. This deck uses a card in the spells called Photon Sanctuary, which only allows you to special summon lights. So only play lights. This guy gets a lot of your plays going, though. Because he sets up trade and plays, he's a level 8, etc., etc. His battle and banish effect that he has, so if he attacks another monster, or if a monster attacks him, you can banish this card and the monster that it was attacking until the end of the battle phase. And if it banished an Xyz monster, it gains like 500 attack for every material it had, so it's not super relevant, but it can be helpful sometimes if they have no other way to get over this card. So yeah, this is just a main level 8 trade and target, helps a lot, facilitate a lot of plays. But this guy, even more so, I would say, is this Galaxy Knight, another level 8 light monster. Basically, if you control a Photon or a Galaxy monster, you can normal summon this card without tribute. And then when you do, you can target a Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon in your graveyard, and if possible, regardless, this card loses 1,000 attack, and if it does, special summon that target, if any, in face-up defense positions. And the attack decrease lasts until the end phase. So, let's say you have Photon Thrasher and this guy in grave. You can normal summon this guy without tributing, and then he revives this out of grave, and then he goes down to 1,800 attack. And right there, you have yourself set up for already a rank 8 play. So him being your main normal summon is super, super powerful. In most cases, you want him to be your normal summon 10 times out of 10, if you can set it up. And then we have Triple Galaxy Soldier. Most people know what this card does. Basically, you can send one of the light from your hand to the grave and special summon this card in defense, and then you get to search a Galaxy monster from your deck, and you can only use that effect once per turn. As a hard once per turn. But this guy, he searches out Galaxy stuff, helps go for Cyber Dragon Infinity. He's also a Galaxy Expedition target. So the fact that he's level 5 or higher, any of these monsters, the fact that they're level 5 or higher is super important for some of the spells that we're going to see later. But a Searcher, great for the engine, and I really like this card in here because being able to make Cyber Dragon Infinity is super nice. Those are all the higher level monsters. Then we have our basic level 4 monsters here. Photon Thrasher. The real reason I play this guy is not because we do like rank 4 plays or anything. It's just because like he gets you that monster on board that you need to summon your Galaxy Knight, really. Other than that, he's just link fodder, I would say, and that's pretty much about it. And then we have 3 Galaxy Wizard. This guy is really interesting. He's probably one of my favorite monsters in the deck. He does take up your normal summon sometimes, which in most cases, like, having him as your normal summon isn't too bad because he does a lot. Once per turn, you can increase his level by 4, making him level 8, so he's a target for Galaxy Expedition at that point. And then you can also tribute him to add a Galaxy card from your deck to your hand. So you can add a Galaxy spell or monster or trap, anything Galaxy in your deck. Except himself. So, and neither of those effects are once per turn, so you can literally use this effect as many times as possible. If you Monster Reborn him, if you Soul Charge him, you can reuse him again. So, and that is pretty much it for the monsters. Some of the basic synergy, though, I wanted to explain there. Not too complicated, but that's it for the monsters. I'm not playing any hand traps because the deck is like a die-hard go first. I would definitely side hand traps, but I think with this deck and the state that it's in currently, with us missing some of the support cards like Orbital, Vanisher, and things like that, you want to see as many combo pieces in your opening hand. So next we'll go to the spells. Triple Pot of Desires. I was going to play Pinpoint Landing in here, but this card just is, I think, a little better. because you do special summon from the hand sometimes with Thrasher and Soldier, but not as much, I think, as Pinpoint Landing would warrant. So 3 Desires is really good in here because we play a lot of 3-ofs. Then next we play triple Photon Sanctuary. This is one of the main reasons why I wanted to play this deck to begin with. It just summons 2 tokens. 2000 attack, 0 defense, which plays in pretty big for the new Link monster we're getting as Soul Flare Dragon. Requires, I think, 2 monsters, one with at least 2000 more attack. The tokens have 2000 attack. You can also special summon this guy by attributing 2 monsters with 2000 or more attack. So if you need to special summon from hand for whatever reason, you can just tribute away the tokens. They can't be used as synchro material, and that's really about it. And for the rest of the turn, you cannot summon any monsters except for light monsters, which does not matter because we only play light monsters in the main and in the extra deck. So that doesn't hinder you at all. That's why I wanted to keep the extra deck all lights, because I just didn't want to have to worry about that being an issue ever. Then we have 3 Expedition. Basically, if you control a level 5 or higher Photon or Galaxy monster, you can special summon a level 5 or higher Photon or Galaxy monster from your deck in face-up defense position. So this one, just if you have a level 5 or higher, you can just go grab another one from a deck. You can use it to, like, get out Galaxy Soldier to get a search if you need it. That's the one way you could use it, or you can use it to make rank 5s or rank 8s. Really powerful combo card. And then we have some draw power here. Again, triple trade-in because we play 6 level 8s. We would be playing more if we had Galaxy Braver, but Galaxy Braver's not out yet. 3 Called by the Grave, because hand traps can hurt this deck, so definitely want a little protection there. It's a good card to throw in here, I think. Double Return of the Dragon Lords, because we play dragons and you can revive them, so double return is good. And this card gets a little better when we get Soul Flare, because he's a Link monster, he's a dragon. Main centerpiece of most of your fields, and you can use this to protect them as well. It's just good against board wipes and stuff, protects your fields. Foolish, a Cell Light, Galaxy Zero, these are just some one-ofs that I'm playing here. So Foolish, a Cell Light, which basically if you control no monsters, you can special summon a level 4 lower Photon or Galaxy monster from your deck, and you can only activate 1 per turn, and you cannot normal summon or set the turn you activate this card. So this card is in here is like a die-hard, like I need to make a play. This is basically Premature Burial for Photon or Galaxy monsters. You can target a Photon or Galaxy monster in your graveyard, special summon and face up attack position, and equip it with this card. It cannot attack or activate its effects, and if it would be destroyed during the battle phase, you can destroy this card instead. And when this card leaves the field, the equipped monster's attack becomes 0. You can only activate once per turn. The main reason I use this is just basically Ixie's fodder, Link fodder, and stuff for Galaxy Expedition. So that's the only reason I use that card. Then Soul Charge and Monster Born, because bringing things out of the grave with this deck is really powerful. Rhoda to search out Thrasher, Upstart Goblin, again another combo piece, and then 1 trap. It's just Judgment, because why not? I couldn't think of an extra spell card to throw in here that I really felt good throwing in, so I just kind of went with that. But that's it for the main deck. It should be 40 cards, I believe. 1 trap, bunch of spells, bunch of monsters. And now we'll go into the extra deck, which is my favorite part about this deck. And to start, we have our links, which are just 3-hit Hoshinogen. Hoshinogen. Yeah, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. But basically just takes 2 light monsters. It gives you 2 down arrows. I've thought about playing other links like Underclock Taker and Decode Talker, but like there's like almost no better option than going into this guy. Like, he boosts all your stuff up by 500 attack and defense, which most of your monsters have super high attack as is, so like the added attack boost is awesome, and then he just gives you so much recurability. When he is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can add back a light from grave to hand, including himself, so you can just keep recycling these. So this card is absolutely insane, and one of the reasons why I actually wanted to decide to do this profile now that we finally have this card and we can actually play it. Next we have 2 number 90s. This card is like the bread and butter of like the Ixie's monsters that this deck has been waiting for. Dark Matter was a huge letdown. Like, it does nothing for the deck. You only play 1 dragon in the deck unless you were playing like a not good build with like Galaxy Dragon, in my personal opinion. Or I don't even know what other dragons you could play that are Galaxy related in the main deck, that is. Unless you're playing a ruler variant, which you can't obviously. But 2 level 8s, so he's generic, but 2 level 8s, and then if this card has a Photon card as material, which it always will, for the most part, it cannot be destroyed by battle. or destroyed by card effects, and then you can only use each of the following effects of number 90 once per turn. So you can use both, but only once each, which is nice. And then it says, when an opponent's monster activates, it's an effect, and it's a quick effect. You can detach one material from this card, negate the effect, and then if the detached material was a Galaxy card, you can destroy that card, which in most cases the card you're going to detach is going to be Galaxy. And then during your opponent's turn, quick effect, you can take one Photon or Galaxy card from your deck and either add it to your hand or attach it to this card as material. So, like, if they have something that can destroy this, you can attach a Photon card if you don't have one underneath it to protect it from something. It's just really awesome. The fact that it searches you a card during your opponent's turn is super nice. It's sort of like a true Draco monster, if you will, in that sense, where your opponent activates something, you can just chain, you go grab a search of pretty much any Photon or Galaxy card in your deck. So that literally searches pretty much everything in your entire deck, which is really awesome. And next we have some more rank 8s. We'll continue with the rank 8s here. We have, let's see. We have Full Armor Dragon and Galaxy Eyes Cipher Blade Dragon. Basically, these guys are just Xyz changes. Like, you summon this on top of any Galaxy Eyes Xyz monster, and same thing with this guy, but he can't be used as material, so you're always going to use him last. So, if, for example, you'd have this guy, summon him on, and then you can detach and then target a face-up card your opponent controls and destroy it. And then you can summon this guy on top of him, and he targets any card in the field, regardless of its position, and destroys it. So these two help clear problem cards. And you can recycle them with your Hyperstars or Hippo Shinigins, whatever you want to call them. And then we play some 1-ups here. Number 107. This guy is useful in some situations, though, but when he detaches during the battle phase, it just pretty much negates everything on the field except him. And then we have Felgran. We all know what Felgran does. Cipher Blade, or Cipher Dragon. This card is nice for stealing things that you need. You just use them for Xyz material or Link Fodder. This guy, in some cases, can just like win you the game outright. If they have one monster in your way that's you can't do anything about, other than steal it, you can just use this guy, take it, and then swing for 3k, and that's pretty much game. And another thing you can do, I should say, is when you Cipher Blade something, if you still have these left in deck, you can go like Full Armor, detach the Cipher, destroy something, and then you can go Cipher Blade, detach, destroy the monster you took so they don't get it back. So there's a cool combo. And then who can forget about playing this guy, number 38, negates spells, so that's pretty good. And number 62, Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon. You mainly just use this guy to go for game because he has 4,000 attack as is. And then if this card battles during the damage calculation, you can detach material from this card, and then he gains attack equal to the combined ranks of all Xyz monsters currently on the field times 200. So if you have this guy and like this guy here, both on the field at the same time, he's gonna gain he has 16 stars. He's gonna gain 3,200 attack, and if he still has Galaxy Eyes underneath him, which always keep Galaxy Eyes underneath him, he's gonna do full damage. If you don't have Galaxy Eyes underneath him, he's gonna do half damage. But you can get up to like 7,200 attack, which is just insane. And then if you need to later, you can just Xyz change over top of him and clear more cards off the field. But yeah, that's it for rank 8s. And then for rank 5s, Nova and Infinity. I was gonna play Pleiades as well, but I just didn't feel like I wanted to. And then this is the last card we play. It's a rank 4. It's just one rank 4. We would be playing Starliege Photon Blast Dragon, but he's not out yet. I was going to play Starliege Lord Galaxian, but he takes 2 Photon monsters, which isn't really easy to do. But this guy, basically, 2 level 4 lights, and then once per turn you can attach 2 materials from this card. Target a face-up monster your opponent controls. This attack becomes 0, and if it does, its effects are negated. So basically just turn something into a token, which is really helpful. And then when this card is destroyed by your opponent's card effect, either by battle or card effect, inside of the graveyard you can draw. So like adding an extra draw in there is kind of nice. You don't really make rank 4s that much with this deck, but when you do, you kind of want something decent to go into. So yeah, that's why I play that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this this updated build, this TCG legal build of Photons. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will be trying to get some duels with this deck, as well as probably some test hands in the future. But that's going to do it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to leave a like and let me know what you think down in the comment section below. As always, guys, we're going to sign out. We'll see ya in the next one.